Caitlin, and I'm here with the It's Fall About You collection from KB Shimmer, which is packed with perfect polishes. How's that for an alliteration? I honestly love KB Shimmer's releases, and I did receive these polishes from Harlow & Co., which is a Canadian nail polish stockist. They're based in Canada, but they ship to the US. They pretty much ship everywhere except for a handful of countries. And I just love these polishes so much. They're available now. I'll link the Harlow & Co. website down in the description if you want to pick these up, and let's get into them. First up, we have the Perfect Match, and the Perfect Match is a sheer but buildable shimmering nail polish. It's a pale silvery white shade that's host to a color shifting shimmer, showing off fiery shades of coppery red, glowing peachy orange, warm gold, and lime. There is also a glowing holographic flake. This can be built up on its own or layered. Obviously, when I see a shade like this, I'm leaving it on its own, and this one is perfect for me in 2 coats. There's a ton of shimmer in here, which obscures my free edge, and this one is truly something special. I do recommend a top coat with this polish. I'm using the Cuticula Limitless top coat, and you'll notice how beautifully pearlescent and shimmery this one is already, even in the swatch lighting. And those hollow glow flakes are truly beautiful. So here is that fiery shift the description was talking about. And then you get this beautiful peachy gold, which I absolutely love. And then shifting further, you get tiny hints of green at really extreme angles, and I swear I even saw a little bit of blue at a super extreme angle. Next up is I Can't Decider, and this one is a cider colored multi-chrome loaded with hollow glow flakes. It boasts a warm coppery base with hues of yellow, gold, and lime. And it also has a deeper near rust orange color that appears in certain angles and lighting. This one has a beautiful formula just like the last one. I personally found it to be opaque in 2 coats. Some people might need 3. I do like the way that these kinds of polishes look into on my particular nail length. Everybody can do their own layering as they want if they want to build it up in 3 coats, but as you can see, it's pretty much opaque in 2. I mean, it is opaque in 2, and it does dry down just a tiny bit dull, so I recommend glossy top coat, which just really creates a beautiful finish on this polish. It is a beautiful golden shade, and I love those hollow glow flakes, not fakes. They're real genuine glow flakes. And this one, thankfully the sun was out. You can see that beautiful green shift at the extreme angles, and it has that beautiful coppery reddy type of shift to it. This one is really beautiful, and on my skin tone it's a beautiful neutral. It just blends in beautifully. I love the hollow glow flakes in there. I love everything about it. Moving along, we have Along for the Ride, and this one is a deepened purple multi-chrome. It has a grape-like color, which morphs into a burgundy and magenta tone, which kind of looks black at sometimes. And then, of course, there is those little beautiful twinkly hollow glow flakes. And this one is inspired by those haunted hay rides, which I have never been on. They look very, very fun, but I am very, very afraid of things like that. So you won't catch me on a haunted hayride, but you know, I love the concept. I just can't do it. So this has complete opacity in 2 coats. It has an absolutely beautiful formula. It does dry down a tiny bit dull, and you can see that the top coat glosses everything out and just creates a beautiful, glowy, smooth finish. And I absolutely love the shifts in this one, which you are going to see in a second. So it does primarily look purple and black under direct lighting, and then when you start moving it around, you get that magenta red shift, which I find be absolutely perfect. This is a beautiful vampy-ish fall color. I mean, I would wear this all year round, but I just love this one in the sun. As you can see, it picks up those colors beautifully, and I don't know. I have nothing to say. I just love this one so much. Here we have Ready to Throw Down, which you might be able to tell is a magnetic. This one is a deep navy base loaded with twinkling hollow glow flakes. The magnet will pull vibrant purple, fuchsia, and rose pink tones to the forefront, and then the base can look near black or flash bluer depending on the angle. And this has a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful formula. It's so easy to work with. I am using the KB Shimmer ring magnet. I don't know if they still sell it. I got it years ago. And I do recommend 2 coats for this one, which is actually quite impressive for a magnetic. And I don't recommend applying a coat and then not magnetizing, but then applying the second coat. Personally, I find that creates a weaker magnetic effect. So it's best to potentially have to do 3 coats, but magnetizing at each application of a coat, because it just creates a stronger magnetic effect, in my opinion. So as you can see, this looks like a beautiful night sky when you apply the magnet. I kind of did a little bit of a random pattern, and I absolutely love the galaxy effect that I got on my nails. I still like galaxy nails. I grew up in the Tumblr era, so that just kind of is always going to pique my interest. And you can see here the beautiful shifts in this magnetic polish. I really, really love that green and gold you get at the extreme angles. The purple is beautiful. This one's kind of subtle in the sense that the colors are not so disparate, like, you know, a silver magnetic stripe with a pink base. This is a little more subtle because of the purple and the blue, and I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. I've said that about every polish so far, but I honestly mean it. This is a perfect collection. Here we have Core Values, and Core Values is a deep jewel toned red that sparkles like dew-covered apples in an orchard. That is an absolutely beautiful visual, and it's a shifty shade which subtly morphs from a deep red hue into maroon and brick tones. Extreme angles may even show gold and deep pink. This one is beautiful, and the fact that it's inspired by apples makes me love it even more because I love apples. I love picking apples, and I really wish that I had planted an apple tree in my yard years ago, but it's never too late. I would love a Honeycrisp apple tree. Those are my favorite apples. So this one is best in 2 coats and best with a top coat, which really makes it look sparkly even though there is no glitter in this one. The shimmer pigment is just the right size. It's a little bit bigger than maybe a typical shimmer, and it allows the light to capture the polish beautifully, creates a gorgeous sparkly effect. This is a very sexy red nail polish, but maybe with a little twist because of that deeper hue to it. And I just love this one. It's beautiful in the sun, as you can see. I was grateful for the sun to come out when I was swatching these. Here we have Patch Things Up, and Patch Things Up is a boldly pumpkin colored red to orange nail polish. It's a very shimmery shade which lights up with glimmering gold color shifts that show off hints of red, pink, and lime. And this one will pull differently depending on your skin tone. It's definitely looking almost red here under these swatch lights, but trust me, it's definitely an orange, though the lighting will change how it looks, and this one is so shifty. It is full of shifts, a rainbow of shifts, honestly. And I do recommend a glossy top coat on this one because it does dry down a little bit dull with those shimmery flakes. Again, they're a bit of a larger size, which makes them stand out and really capture the light beautifully. This is really true to the color. It's just a beautiful shade. I love how much green you get at those extreme angles, and this one will be easy to remove. The flakes might get a little bit into your cuticle, but I didn't really experience that much flake fallout on my nails, so to speak. And you can just see how beautiful this one is in the sun. I hope I have time to wear this again soon because it's such a beautiful pumpkin-y shade, and I think it looks fantastic here in the shadows or the shade. You can just see all the colors in it. And here we have another super shimmery polish. This one's called Go Big or Gourd Home, and it is a shimmery pine green loaded with color shifting shimmer. This has a blue base green, and it shows off pink, coppery orange, and warm gold hues. You can even get lime and aqua at extreme angles. And this one overall sort of has more of a minty feel to it, in my opinion, than a pine green. It's accurate to what you're seeing on the screen here, and this one truly has a rainbow of colors in it. I was really happy with the coverage in 2 coats. There is so much going on in this that it really obscures any visible nail line you might have, but it's a really even application. It honestly has a perfect formula, but I wouldn't expect anything less from KB Shimmer. And now here is the show. This polish pretty much has every color of the rainbow, and you get all of those colors on your nails at any given moment. It has the prettiest shifts in it, and I love the base color. I love the sparkliness of that shimmer. It captures the sunlight really beautifully, and I just am a huge fan of the color shifts in this one. It's beautiful. What can I say? And here we have Let the Beat Drop, which is a deep purple leaning beet colored reflective polish. This one can skew more mulberry or wine in some lighting, and then in other lighting it'll look more purple with those reflective glitters. And this one, if you know reflective glitters, you know the drill. I will recommend 2 coats with this one, and you will want either a really, really good, thick, quick dry top coat or a glitter smoothing top coat with a quick dry top coat applied over top in order to get the smoothest possible finish. And this one has a beautiful, beautiful color to it. It's one of my favorite colors of nail polish, and I don't see it enough. This is how it looks when you dry it down without top coat, so you could definitely do sort of a textured polish if you're into that, or if not, it definitely changes it when you apply that glossy top coat. It just looks so juicy and sparkly when you apply the top coat to it. And here you can see it, I have my camera flash on. It's just such an interesting and beautiful shade of purpley burgundy. It's definitely very grungy, very 90s to me, and I absolutely love it. This is how it looks without the camera flash. It catches the sunlight beautifully. Those reflective glitters are really, really good at reflecting the light and creating this very interesting sparkly effect that's definitely different than hollow, but still really beautiful. And last but not least, we have Ripped Apart. And Ripped Apart is a deep navy blue with maximum sparkle. Reflective pigment catches the light for a twinkling royal blue effect that amplifies the navy base. And this one is inspired by blue jeans. Blue jeans are my love. I'm always looking for the perfect pair. And then I was reminded recently that I do have many perfect pairs, so I need to stop hoarding jeans, but it's just, you know, when you find jeans that fit right, you just have to buy them. So now I have like 10 pairs of my perfect jeans and I don't need any more. But this polish is so pretty. I applied 2 coats. You might need 3. I think I maybe should have done 3 coats, but I do really like how it looks in 2, and I absolutely love this base color. This is another color I don't see enough of. I think it is so interesting and pretty. And of course, the reflective glitter just takes it to another level. It's very juicy and squishy when you gloss it up. So here it is, just with regular lighting. I don't have my camera flash on. You can see how the sunlight really catches those reflective glitters in a beautiful twinkly way. And here's a look at it with the camera flash where you can really see those little blue reflective glitters. I honestly liked the entire collection, and I love when there is a mix of finishes and colors in a collection. I'm not as jazzed about collections where like everything is the same finish but just different colors. I prefer a mix and match. I like the chaos. So my top picks would be the Perfect Match. I just love that polish. I love the shimmer in it. It's very rainbowy. And of course I love that it's pearly and white and it's got hollow. I also super duper love Patch Things Up. It is such an incredibly beautiful orangey, pinky rainbow shade. It's so beautiful. And this might be kind of shocking, but I really like Let the Beat Drop, which is one of the reflective glitters in the collection. The base color is one of my favorite colors for nail polish of all time, and I rarely see it. My neighbor's cutting their lawn, if that's what you're hearing. I don't get to see that color as much as I would like. I love beets, and it's just so beautiful with the reflective glitter in there. The formula is really good, and you know, I'm making peace with reflective glitter. I'd love to know your thoughts on this collection in the comments. Let me know if you've already picked it up or now if you're planning on picking up some more. So have a good day wherever you are, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye!